Hello, and welcome to the monthly update of the 50 Before 50. I really thought I was going to have a lot to update this month, and there's not a lot. But anyway, let me get this smaller so that I can actually manipulate what it says, and let's get started. The first one is the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I finished Lassiter, which means I only have two to get caught up, but I really think a new book just came out. But let's ignore that for now. I read a chew last month, but not this month. I need one more Children of Time book to read, and I didn't get to that by the end of the year. Eric is on my Q1 TBR. None of the Dresden Files, none of Dune. I do have one or two Earth Divers on my TBR for Q1, so maybe I'll get there. No Expanse, no Finley Donovan because it's not out yet, but it is on my Q1 TBR. I am almost finished with The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag, but I didn't want to count it because I'm not finished. But I am close to being finished with book 2 of the Flavia DeLuce series. This one is still not out, so I do have the banner that says caught up because this book is not out, but it is coming out this year supposedly. So I don't know. I'm not taking it off yet. I'm still caught up because there's no Glass Immortals out. Grant County, I have one book left. And I don't know if that catches me up or if that finishes the series. I'll have to look that up. Her Royal Spyness, I read one of those. So there we go. In Depth, I've still not read either one of those. I do have two of these Lady Hardcastle books on my Q1 TBR as well. Caught up on Lady Sherlock. I read two Lexi Blake books, and I have the third one of those on my Q1 TBR. Not the third book, but the next book is on there. No Lightbringer, no Lords of the Underworld, no Maisie Dobbs. I do have one on my Q1 TBR. No Mistborn, no Murderbot. I did read one of the novellas for the Powder Mage, and most of these are novellas. I think there's only two actual books left, The Crimson Campaign and The Autumn Republic. I think those are the only two books. The rest of them I think are all novellas. I've read two of the Psy Changeling series, the next two in that. Those were kind of easy to binge at the end of the year. None of Raven Shadow, no Red Rising. I finished 7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers and the extra novella that goes at the end of it. So I get to put my done sticker over the top of it. I'm going to make it big since the title's so big. And I get to move it all the way down here with the rest of the dones. I'm going to put it at the end of the done. So the last one I finished was the Inheritance trilogy, and now 7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers. I finished the next issue of Saga. We get to take that off. Not Spy Family, none of the rest of these. And that's it. That's where we are. Let me add up the totals and I will meet you back over here. Yes, these are counting for December because I read them in December and January. I'll be back in a second. So our book numbers changed and our graphic novel numbers stayed the same, which is weird because I know I read some graphic novels and I didn't know that I read that many novels, but I think I must have crossed some novels off at the end of December. Instead of just putting this star on them, I usually just put the star on there so that I can keep up with them when we do these updates. And I'm guessing that maybe I went and updated some without putting the star on them because I went back and checked my math and it's at 209. So I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm going to say okay. And I did realize that I need to add the newest Stormlight Archive book, Wind and Truth, I think it's called. So I need to make sure I get that book added. But otherwise, I don't think there's anything else that I need to change or add on to here. And that means that that's it for this check-in. Just a quick little update of the things and where I am in these series. And if the Flavia DeLuce series, now I don't even know where it is right here. If it looks new to you or weird, it's because I just added this one. I replaced one of the other ones that I had decided not to read, the K. Scarpetta series. That could be what the problem is, what the difference is. Because I added this one and I took that one away. And this one has 12 books in it and that one had 24. So that might account for the difference because that would make a 12 book difference. And then the books that I read would take off of that as well. So maybe that is what the difference is. But anyway, either way, I'm fine with it. I'm at 209. That means my goal for the next time I do a check in is to be below 200. So that is it. That's going to do it. Leave me 2 of the 100 emojis since I'm so close to 200. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.